survival begins with the breath. Stress related ailments are on the rise. The topic for the today is about the yoga therapy. What exactly is yoga therapy? A survey was conducted in 2021 and 22% of the people are suffering from some or the other kind of back pain. Out of that, even 12% of the people are suffering from a chronic impact like back pain. These percentage will increase with advancing age. Now we know that the healthcare system has developed a lot, and now in the current time I think this will not change, because 6 out of 10 Indians are suffering from lower back pain or any kind of stress related ailments. We also know that depression is a leading cause of mental disability. Hi, this is Anubhav Seth, yoga therapist. I've been teaching yoga since last 10 years, and I feel that the whole world is literally suffering from stress related ailments. Yes, a person goes to medical doctor, talks about the symptom, even the doctors do a counseling, but is it enough to just do a very short counseling and then plan the whole treatment? So here the root cause might be the problem at the mental level. So here now, if you really want to get a symptomatic relief, definitely medical science is the best. Though the medical science has offered a lot to us, they are excellent for any kind of infections, injuries, but for stress related ailments there is no fixed a treatment available over there. See, medical model is a fixed in and forgotten model. Patient once diagnosed with a particular ailment, the person has to visit to different specialists to find out the root cause of the problem. It may also lead to a billing nightmare, because the patient is looking for a short term benefit that he definitely gets, but then in a longer run, if the root cause of the problem, that is a disturbance at the manomaya kosha, is not balanced, then the person will have to go to medical doctors regularly. Because a person suffers from a long time and having a lot of medications, the root cause may be the stress related ailments. A person is not able to give a proper time to heal his own body. So yoga therapy is a type of therapy that actually focuses on the integration of the mind, body, and enhances mental health. Yoga therapy is actually going to bridge a gap between the biomedical community and the holistic healing. So what is holistic healing? Holistic healing means a person wants to heal himself or herself at all the levels of existence and not just at physical level. So what are the 4 main levels of existence? Are the physical level, mental level, your intellectual level, and even your spiritual level. It also includes your emotional level. So although all the practices of yoga can be a therapeutic practice, but yoga therapy is a specific application of yogic tools, postures, exercises, and breathwork and meditation techniques, more to address an individual's physical needs or the kind of ailments that a person might be suffering. So yoga therapist should have a in-depth training that will help them to assess and keep their clients safe, because the safety is also very important when you are going to take a yoga therapy cases. They work with you, the yoga therapists work with you to address your specific health goals while considering any limitations that you might be experiencing. So the practices of yoga therapists might include some kind of movement. It may be a simple to little advanced practice depending upon the age factor. It would include breathing techniques, a meditation or visualization practices, physical postures that might address a specific kind of ailment, or any combinations of these tools. So many people first learn about yoga through physical practices, but a common misconception is that it is all about stretching or movement. In fact, yoga therapy can help people who can't even move at all, as well as active individuals, because Yoga therapy is based on a concept of IAYT. The full form is Integrated Approach of Yoga Therapy. As per yogic philosophy, we are not just a physical being. We are a combination of 5 layers of consciousness. That is your physical layer, your breath layer, your mental layer, your intellectual layer, and your spiritual layer. If you are able to balance at all the levels, only then a holistic solution can be given to the patients. So according to the yogic philosophy, the root cause of the problem starts at the mental level, where all our senses are always busy in the outside world. Now again, we also cannot stop our interactions with the outside world, but if it's done in a very balanced way, then there is no problem. But also there is a perpetual desire to achieve a lot of goals in a very short time, so it leads to a disturbance at a mental level. And if that disturbance is not handled at that time, it may lead to a change at pranic level, or you can say a change in your breathing level, where the breath rate actually goes fast. And if that same lifestyle a person continues for a longer time, then that may convert into a psychosomatic ailments. So here the role of a yoga therapist is to find out the root cause of the problem. If a yoga therapist finds out, okay, this particular person, the root cause of the problem is only at the physical level, it means the person has a serious injury, a serious problems. So yoga therapist also understands the limitations of the pathy, so that he can actually recommend to a particular specialty in the medical health. So a yoga therapist is a very knowledgeable person who has an idea of the modern science, also is well versed with the yoga philosophy, with the yoga practices, how these asanas are working, how these pranayamas are working, and how he is able to change the practices, change the asanas depending upon the medical condition that a person might be suffering at that point of time. For example, a therapist will also explain the importance and the value of each exercise, and yoga poses could have an elevation. These all poses will have a direct impact on the problems that a person might be suffering. Thereby it will create a bridge between the practice and the cognitive framework. So for a person experiencing anxiety, for instance, the therapist will also guide them through poses like a child pose or a tree pose, and also explain them how these poses are working for maybe anxiety issues. So this will help a person to educate the patients, not just always depending on the yoga therapist for the rest of the life. Homework is an important element of yoga therapy, so that the practices can build into a person's daily lifestyle and not just to be done once or twice a week. Many traditional forms of yoga therapy can also involve certain techniques such as chanting, prayers, textual study, rituals, imaginary, and even spiritual counseling. What are the main benefits of yoga therapy? See, there are some of the very important benefits of yoga therapy. First is integrated mind-body focus. These exercises and postures of yoga therapy focuses on the mind and the body simultaneously, because it involves a breathing mechanism while a person is doing a certain practices. Also, it develops the mental and the physical awareness. This helps the mind-body integration and improves the mindfulness. Now see, this mindfulness is not that you have to give time to be more mindful. You can actually be mindful throughout the whole day, and that's the difference between a mindfulness and meditation. Because if you want to do a meditation, you have to give it time for that particular practice. But yoga therapist teaches a person to be more mindful towards the actions that a person has to take. For example, if a person is going to indulge himself in any kind of bad habit, so a person will be able to intellectually understand that this particular action is going to harm my body. So the role of a yoga therapist to educate the patients are very important, because it's not only about how much asanas, pranayama, meditation we know, but how it's going to impact a person's lifestyle. So that 1 hour of the practice, 1 hour of the yoga therapy session should impact the next 23 hours of the day. Then this practice will be more holistic, not only at a physical level. See, there are less side effects. See, medications to treat mental health conditions can have side effects such as weight gain and other like metabolic complications that can lead to increased risk of heart disease. But in contrast, yoga therapy has less side effect. Of course, it depends upon upon how well the person is trained in yoga therapy. Also, yoga therapy is a type of therapy that draws on yoga exercises, practices, and philosophies to improve the mental and the physical health. While the practice of yoga is commonly associated with stress relief, yoga therapy can be helpful in treatment of several mental health conditions as well. It may be recommended to you in a combination of another type of therapy. It means if a person is already going through some form of other therapy, yoga therapy can easily combine over there so that the result will be slightly faster. Now, with the growing popularity of yoga across the whole world, the demand of trained yoga therapists is on the rise. The Yoga Certification Board, formed under the Ministry of AYUSH, has one of the important goals is to get people aware of the science and to understand the medical world, understand the yogic world, and how it can be combined together to give a holistic solution to the problems that people are facing. So, Yoga Certification Board is established for certification of yoga professionals and accreditation institutions, prescribing the syllabus for various levels of the trainers, including a yoga therapist. It means once you become a yoga therapist, you will be able to heal people all over the world. And now things are getting changed. People are open to learn online, and it doesn't matter whether you train people online, offline, because if you are a trained person, if you are able to give your instructions properly, even online therapy sessions can also be more effective, provided the condition of the patient should be taken care of. So here the best part is this YCB AYUSH certifications are not only approved by the government of India, but it has got an international recognition. It means you can actually heal the whole world in the comfort of your home. This brings to you a lot of opportunities to take yoga therapy as a professional career. Okay, also Yoga Certification Board was set up in March 2018, started functioning from June 2018 under the aegis of Morarji Desai National Institute of Yoga, Ministry of AYUSH. See, what are the main personal attributes that a person should have? So this particular career requires you to have a good communication skills, the time management skills. You should be able to have the ability to understand the body language of the patients, self-discipline. Also, you should be a very good into yoga practice. So it's not only about how much advanced postures you can do, but do you have the empathy and sympathy towards the patient? So this is also very important skill, because we need to literally go in a person's shoe and try to find out what the patients must be going through if they are suffering a particular ailment. Also, you need to be having a lot of compassion, active listening, empathic, and also proficiency in your language. So what is the main objective of Yoga Certification Board? Is to promote yoga as a means to promote holistic health. They want to really promote yoga as a holistic health and not just a form of exercise. Of course, those exercises are a building in the whole practice, but a person should not stop over there thinking that yoga is all about asanas. They also want to remove the misconception that it is just a form of exercise. It is not only a form of exercise, but the way you are able to change your lifestyle and how you are able to help the world with your knowledge. They want to also promote yoga as a career skill, because see, many people in the world are highly interested in yoga field, but since they are not trained properly, they are not able to take it as a career, because they have no authority to teach to the whole world. So just imagine if you get a yoga AYUSH certification from the government of India, you will be under the database of AYUSH, so that people in the whole world can know about you. and you will be able to take as a highly rewarding career where you can convert your passion to a profession with the help of certification which is offered by the yoga certification board. Also, they want to develop some standards and parameters. They want to access the competencies, and they want to also help people who are really interested and having a passion to heal the whole world. Also, they want to help people to collaborate with national international organization for the promotion of yoga. Okay, so yoga as a career, if you see, there is a huge demand because most professionals who have been sharing their knowledge of science of meditation and yoga are generally called yoga teachers. But yoga therapist has a deep understanding of the science. They don't stop their training after they complete some diploma in yoga or some MS in yoga. They go further to exactly know what is the impact of those asanas on different systems of the body and what are those medical ailments that can actually be treated for a certain kind of health condition or with help of certain kind of asanas. It means they are more eager to learn more and to take that message of yoga in a very big level rather than only taking at a physical level. Also, pursuing a yoga therapy career is going to be a rewarding for all because yoga therapist jobs allows the individual to help others in a healing process, and so many people in the world are literally suffering with stress borne ailments. So if you are a person who gets a certification under the Ministry of AYUSH, that itself will give you huge advantage so that you can easily take yoga as a successful career. Okay, where do this yoga therapists generally work? So now there are so many options available. You can take yoga therapy sessions online. You can have a small yoga therapy sessions for people having similar ailments, or you can work in various hospitals where you can treat the patients, or you can work in a naturopathy centers, or you can even deal with the private one-to-one clients. So it is not uncommon for yoga therapists to work 2 or 3 part-time jobs, such as having a private practice in addition to working in a hospital or maybe in some kind of public setting. So there is a huge opportunity for you if you are able to train yourself under a yoga therapy certification. Okay, they can also bring in their own private practice full time, or they can also combine that with their current job. Okay, for those who want to manage to their own business and just want to have their own clients with them, they can also work only at one place which they have set up, rather than working at multiple places. Okay, now see what I feel, literally, because in my case I've been teaching almost 10 years now. It's all about the happiness that you're able to give to a person when a person is able to see the changes that is happening because of your knowledge. So it's not only about earning money. Of course, earning is important at the same time, but if you can have a goal where you're able to help the whole world with your knowledge, then earning money will never be a problem. But if you only have one goal of earning without thinking about understanding the science at a deep level, then this might be a short-term career for you. But if you're really eager to learn a lot, if you're really eager to learn new way of doing things, then definitely yoga therapy certification is the best. See, and most people have a misconception that you got to be from a science background to be a yoga therapist. Actually, this is not true, because even if you're from a science background, it will give you some advantage. But even if you're not from the science background, still you will be able to learn, because all the certifications of AYUSH are for everyone. There is no eligibility in terms of qualification, age, training to undergo the certification. This is already mentioned in the prospectus, and we have trained more than 600 people in the last 8 months who are able to take yoga therapy as a full-time career. In fact, the whole world doesn't need people who can do advanced postures, but people who can actually heal the world with their knowledge. So it's not only about your own benefit while you do your practice. Of course, your health is also important part. But then if we believe in the principle of learning, doing, earning, teaching at the same time. It means if you are able to learn the concepts of yoga therapy, you are able to learn how yoga works on different medical ailments. If you are able to do your practice, and if you are able to teach also people at the same time, then you are in the path of top 10 percentage of the yoga therapists who actually grow as they like progress in this like particular path. And also the like best part is, in this yoga therapy certification, it's a completely online training. There is no offline classes. Even examinations are conducted online. The government of India itself is promoting yoga online, because if it's taught online, you can reach many people in the world in the comfort of your home. And also in big cities, traveling kills time. People don't want to travel to far away to take a session, and especially in case of yoga therapy, where a person is actually suffering from a like medical ailment, they may not be okay to travel far away like places where the studios might be like located. So this YCB will give you the government advantage, plus Ayush itself is a very big brand, and it is also being recognized by all over the world. See, what I feel, to really achieve success in this particular field, it's very important to get yourself trained properly. Also, it's not about how much you know, it's all about how much you care about people, and how do you convert your knowledge into a course which is going to help people, or a practice which will help people to come out of the problems that they may be facing at that point of time. Because for them, to coming out of the problems what they are facing is the only thing for them when they are going to like contact you. So if you are a person who is trained properly, then definitely people are open to learn from you. Okay, and if you follow the whole course, whole syllabus, you will be able to get 100% result, because one decision can change your life. See, if you got 5% interest in helping others, 95% we will help you to develop the skill and to take yoga to the whole world. See, ideas are like worthless unless we act on them, and only 1% can like stop you, is you like yourself. So if you believe that, the decisions create a destiny, then you are at the right place. Because if you're able to give your time to study, you will be able to clear the certification. See, the best part is about every industry can fall down, but health and wellness industry can never go down. Because even if a person loses his job, still a person wants to be healthy. Or if a person also gets a promotion, still a person wants to prevent all these ailments coming to them. So in any case, all the industry can go down, but health and wellness industry can never go down, because health is the primary aim which a person is going to look out whenever a person is healthy. Because the person wants to prevent also, not just to wait till you get a medical problem. And this is also the role of a yoga therapist, to really train and educate the patients about the benefits of yoga therapy. Also, if you found this video to be useful, you can attend a webinar where we guide you step by step. What is the training, what is the eligibility, how we can groom you to be a yoga therapist and to build a solid career that is going to help you to heal the world, and also to achieve your financial goals. Because even your financial goals are very important, but you should also be able to help others reaching their health goals. If you are listening to this video on a YouTube channel, you can subscribe to the channel, and you can click to the bell icon, so that all the future updates will be also sent to you. Okay, then thanks to all of you.